Welcome, Deronda here with Foods 101. Today I'm showing you how to make a homemade margarita pizza. I'm showing you how to make the homemade pizza dough. Absolutely fantastic. And the ingredients you're going to need to make this pizza dough is 2 1/2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 cup of water with a temperature of 110 degrees Fahrenheit, 2 teaspoons of sugar, this is granulated sugar, 1/2 teaspoon of kosher salt, 1 tablespoon of olive oil, and you're going to need a 1/4 ounce packet of rapid rise instant yeast. Now, that my water is nice and warm at this time, I'm going to add the yeast right into our water here. As you can see, this is what it looks like. And we're going to add it here to the top, because if your water's too cold, your yeast won't rise. And if your water is too hot, then what's going to happen is it's going to kill the yeast. Okay, and we're going to stir that around. And now I'm going to add the sugar to help activate the yeast here in the water. And we're going to let this sit for the next 15 minutes, and I'll be back to show you how frothy it's going to be. See now how beautiful and frothy our yeast got, and oh my gosh, it smells so yummy. I'm using my KitchenAid to mix our dough. I'm adding my dough hook attachment here to my KitchenAid. For the yeast, as you can see, oh yeah, look how pretty that is. Boy, did it activate. We're going to pour it first here in the bowl. That way you can ensure your flour is not going to stick to the bottom of your bowl here when you're whisking it around. Let's get it all out of there. Okay, here we go. Add your salt on top of your flour, and you're going to add your olive oil. Now, we're going to lift this up, and we're going to let this mixer do the rest of the work. You may want to stop it here in the beginning and scrape down the side of your bowl till you have your flour all incorporated with your yeast mixture. Okay, then we'll turn it back on again. Now again, you probably want to scrape down the side of your bowl until you no longer see flour sticking on the side of your bowl here. Alright, you may have to do this 1 or 2 more times. 15 minutes are up. So let's go ahead and get this off the dough hook, and as you can see how the glutens have just formed there in the dough. We'll just go ahead and remove this. Using a spatula, I just work the dough to the edge. It should all come out. I'm going to take a tea towel and I'm going to cover this dough, and I'm going to let it rest in a very warm, draft-free area for the next hour or 2 till it triples in size. All right, there's my dough. Been handling it a little rough and it's fallen here a little bit, but what we're going to do is we're going to generously sprinkle the surface, and look how pliable that is. Oh gosh, oh yummy, yummy, yummy. So we're going to take it right out. Oops, I think I hit the camera there. And we're going to form 4 little pizza balls out of this after we knead it around a few times. Okay, just like that. Maybe we'll put a little flour over here. Maybe put just a little bit more. And now I'm going to get a little flour on my knife here, and I'm just going to cut it in 4s. So we can do it like this. Let me see, is that going to give us more or less? And then I can go like this and like this. Alright, and then we're going to make this into some little dough balls. Alright, you may want to pull it under to make sure it's all even. And now we're going to sit this over to the side, and we're going to let it just rise a little bit more while we go ahead and fold under the rest of our dough. As you can see what I'm doing with my hands, just folding it under. Alright, now we can set this off to the side. You may want to Sprinkle the dough with a little flour so it won't dry out. So you get it. And again, you see we're just going to turn it, fold it under, fold it under, fold it under. It's getting a little sticky on my hands. Put a little bit more flour on there. And tightly just scoot it up under there and lay it off to the side. So you got the idea. We're going to let these rise for about 15 minutes. And then I'll be back and I'll show you how we're going to make a margarita pizza. Oh, yummy. I'm going to grab one of our dough balls and oh, look how pliable and lovely that is. We're going to put it right down here and we're going to start from the inside and we're going to work our way out. Now, I don't use a rolling pin on my pizza. It's a rustic look that I like when serving my margarita pizzas. Just like this. And if you want, you can go ahead, hold the edge, and let it just stretch out as you go around. You just go around like this. Okay, just stretch it out. Oh my goodness, yummy, yummy. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. Next, I've got a pan. I'm sprinkling a little cornmeal on it because we want a little lift to our pizza dough. And now we've got this lovely rustic look. We can just put it right over here on our pan, as you can see. I'm going to garnish with basil, fresh mozzarella, tomato sauce, and I have a 3-blend Italian grated cheese. And of course, we've got our olive oil. I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil here in the center. And with the back of a spoon, I'm going to spread it around the pizza here. And then I'm going to add the tomato sauce. Oh, yummy, yummy. You want to keep it about a ½ an inch from the edge of your pizza there. Kind of work it in the center here. And this way everybody kind of gets their own individual pizza. Now I'm just adding, you know, the classic toppings right now to this margarita pizza. But if you want to add salami or pepperoni, be my guest, you may. And then we're having our 3-blend of Italian cheeses. That's the Parmesan, the Romaine, and Asiago. Okay, and next we've got this lovely mozzarella cheese. And I'm just gonna go ahead and stick it on there. Oh my gosh, I can tell this is gonna be absolutely fantastic. You've got a homemade pizza crust, you've got your fresh mozzarella cheese here. Just take your time and do it the way you want. Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna have some guests over this evening because look at all the dough balls I have. I'm pretty excited about that. Okay, so you got this, and now of course the fresh basil, or some of you in the world may call it fresh basil. I like to tear mine. That way it releases the aroma in the basil. And you're going to just put it right here on top. Pretty, pretty pizza. So absolutely yummy. You want to add some fresh grade pepper. There's a little bit of basil. Oh my gosh, it smells so yummy. Going to add a little bit more salt. Just for flavor, just a few little pieces. We're going to drizzle a little bit of fresh olive oil over the top, just like this. And now this goes into our 500-degree preheated oven for the next 12 to 15 minutes. And look what a beautiful pizza that is. Yep, you don't want to bake it any more than about 15 minutes because you don't want your dough getting dry. Is go ahead and get this off of the pan and let it cool. I'm going to let it cool for just a few minutes and I'll be back to dig into it and tell you what this margarita pizza tastes like. I'm going to transfer my pizza over here to a wooden cutting board using a pizza cutter. Oh my mercies. Now these are little individual pizzas I've made, so I just divide it into quarters. Ooh, and looky there on the bottom, how lovely and crunchy that is. Gotta give it a try. Absolutely fantastic margarita pizza, y'all. You're gonna love the dough. You're gonna love the pizza. Those fresh ingredients make all the difference in the world. Hey, leave me a comment. Give me thumbs up here on YouTube or Instagram. Thanks a million for watching, y'all, and I'll catch you later. Here's the second margarita pizza I just took out of the oven. Look, you can see it bubbling. Oh my goodness, and the mozzarella cheese and that fresh basil with that homemade crust, y'all, is just win-win. Now the third pizza I make, I'm adding salami. Here's the one with salami. And look, it's bubbling, and look how fantastic that is. Now you don't want to bake your pizzas any more than 15 minutes, because if you do, your crust is going to dry out, and you definitely do not want this. All right, now off to make my fourth pizza. Here's the fourth and final. You can hear it sizzle. Oh, it has been one spectacular margarita pizza haven in my kitchen today. I've loved every minute of it, loved sharing it with you. Hope you've enjoyed it too. I know, I wish I could send you a slice right through the screen. Or as far as that goes, a whole pizza. But now it's time to make your own, and you're gonna love every bite of it. And again, thanks for watching.